Hello everyone, today we'll be building Battleship Bismarck in laser cutter form. This is part 1. So, I was looking online about exactly what Bismarck model I should build next, 1 through 50 scale. But it seems that all the Bismarck models nowadays are pretty expensive. $99, $70, it's so expensive. So I decided, you know what, let's just do our own, let's just laser cut our own. And that's exactly what I did. I went on my software, Onshape, and I started designing the Bismarck. I took a drawing from the K-Bismarck website and just copied everything from the picture down onto a 2D. So this is like a map of like the vertical lines and whatnot. And then, yeah, all the little details are replicated, and in this way, I'm able to mark out the exact painting locations for all the little parts to go on, as well as just the general small details. And just like here, I'm marking out the barbets for the turrets, exactly where that would all go. Then I use the mirror tool and I mirror everything to their side, so I have to make one side. This way, it's much easier to make this. I don't have to make two symmetrical ones. I just make one side and I'll just copy it to the other. And then, once that's done, I'll be able to assemble all the drawings together and then be able to sort them out and then go laser cut. Like right here, you can see all the pictures are out and they are ready to go be sent to the laser cutter and cut out it from the wood. Alright, so right there, I got all the turrets. So that's the barrels. And then I'm gonna be sending it out onto the Glowforge to cut. Right, over there, I got the print ready. So now we go on here and do the honors for the first cut of the 2025 to 2026 school year on this Glowforge. Let's go. See the head there? I have it do the scoring and then it's starting to cut out the turrets. So that's the body of the lower turret, and then you have the barbette right there. Or actually that's the base of the turret. And the hole is for the magnet to go into, and then that allows the turret to be able to rotate. I'm sorry if you might not be able to hear this because the Glowforge is really, really loud. That's the barbette which the turret rests on, and that's how it's able to turn. And then now I'm making the back of the turret, and then like that, I'm making 4 of them. So right here, it's the gun turrets. So you have the main turret upper piece, the lower part, that's for the gun barrels to stick in, and the little circle right there is for the magnet to go in, and then it's all mounted on the turret barbette. Then you have the 4 turrets for the Bismarck. Alright, so I got the 6-inch secondaries right now, the 5.9-inch guns, and these guns were actually from the Elbing model I made a few months ago. I also used them on the St. Vincent. You got 6 of them for the Bismarck, so yeah, you got them right there. And this was for this part of this wood was used for the Regalo. So now let's cut it. So I'm not doing the barbettes because the barbettes need to be on slightly thinner wood. So I'm just doing the turrets themselves. I'm gonna cut the barbettes in later once I get the correct wood for them. So the little turrets, they still use 1 millimeter thick tubes to do the barrels, and they can't rotate. But I'll maybe try and figure out how to make them rotate because they're a bit small and they probably do need a magnet in there to turn. But yeah, it's pretty nice. Alright, so right here, I bundled up all the main gun turrets. And then you have the little secondary guns right here. I always like the feeling of taking this part off. And now we have the little turrets, and they'll just go on there like that. And then you have your secondary guns. I still need to do the barbettes. Here I'm laser cutting out the main hull. And I've actually set the details to score it, so it just like lines. And I'm cutting that part out. It's gonna take 4 minutes, so this is a pretty big print. So now I've gotten all 3 main decks cut out in 6 pieces. So right here you have the main deck, and like and subscribe. It marks out the places for the secondary gun turrets, the cranes, the main battery guns, and small details, and then it also has stuff to regard to like where the paint is, like that's a mask line,
And then I've also cut the forward part off so it has the valve flare that I can have an angle on. Then I cut the centerpiece out right here since it's covered with a superstructure anyway. And this will be the propeller shaft for the center propeller. So that's going right, go right there. Okay, so let me put this back in. Next we have the center hull. It's plain because it's going to be in the middle. We're going to paint the sides black. So yeah, this will go in the middle. And then we have the bottom hull, and then that's again in two pieces. Here you have the propeller shaft that will be glued onto the side with an additional wall. And then I still do need to cut the interior spacers that will help glue these two pieces together like that. Alright, so now we got the two upper decks and then the 10.5 centimeter A guns right there. Then we have the main stand, the two pieces with the names nicely etched on. Bismarck, 1/50 scale German battleship. And now we're going to do the sides. Alright, so right here, we've got the complete stand with the 10.5 centimeter guns right here. And then I had to redo these because the original ones were a bit too small. I did not scale them right, so the original ones were of the incorrect scale, so I redid them. But yeah, here's the actual correct scaled first tier of the superstructure. Sweet! Okay, so right here, I've cut out the lower hull side panels, starting from the very front. The panels are marked with the numerals for the installation. And you might see right here why it's slanted. This marks the place where I have to shave because there's an angle. Right here's another shave mark, and there's another one. And here I've just got 10. And because the lower hull, it's all flat, I don't have to do any angles, so no cardboard's needed for the lower hull. So this is the second floor of the superstructure cut out right here. I based it off of this drawing, like there. And this is the lower one, and this would go over the indentations for the turret, and this is the back part. Where's that guy, Burkhard von Mellenrechtberg? He was a survivor. He was from the back part of the rangefinder. All right, yeah, I gotta go to lunch. See ya. All right, so now I'm cutting down the second and third floors of the superstructure. We have the bridge, like the forward part right there. This is the aft. You have the rangefinders, the boats, the twin 105mm AA guns right here. More parts of the forward superstructure. Here's the conning tower and an aft part of the bridge. You might notice this is two pieces of wood. One's thinner. It's because the original floors were a bit too tall and the 1/350 scale wasn't looking too great, so I chose to use it with two different sized woods. Alright, so with this print we have here is, you have the small anti-aircraft guns, 37mm, you have the searchlights, the crane bases, the rudders, and the funnel, two funnels right there, and there's the other one back there, so you can put these together. Then you have the center that goes with the wraps around the funnel. Then you have the two parts of the crane, and then you have the top mast part that I've actually cut out on a screw because it will be too difficult to transport these two small ends. So I put it this way so it doesn't get damaged. And you also have the forward top parts for the rangefinders. And then now I'm going to cut the main superstructure, like the bridge. Alright, so now finally we have the forward superstructure complete. We have the bases, and then the tower block looking thing. The Admiral's bridge is right there. You have the forward like edge thing, and you also have the AA deck and the searchlight deck. So again, it's two different levels just for the scaling. And this is pretty much it for all the laser cutting. Now I'm going to do an assembly next. So yeah, it's a lot of parts.
Alright, so after all that cutting, let's actually take a look and see what we actually have here. So, right down there we have all the side panels. That's the stand. The lower floor of the superstructure, that's two. Then you have the second floor and third floors right there. Then you have the main superstructure and the Admiral's bridge, including that screw piece right there. All of these are the little 6-inch and 5.9-inch gun turrets, with the barbettes for the 5.9-inch guns. You have the searchlights, the rudders, AA guns, cranes, searchlight platform, and the 3 funnels right there. Moving across this side, you can see the main big gun turrets, the 38 centimeter gun turrets. Here's the 3 tensioning rods just to keep the hull straight. And here's the 3 main halls. So yeah, this is a lot of stuff, and we're getting ready to go build in the next video. So this is all the stuff for now, and see you in the next video. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and share this video.